Welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question number 190. Okay, here we started question number 191. Cool. Now the question says you find the value of x in the diagram. In this diagram, we've been given all the exterior angles. Okay, and we know that the sum of exterior angles in any polygon is what? 360. So we just need to add all the angles, then we equate it to 360. Cool. Let's do that. So we have 2x plus 5 plus 2x plus x minus 20 plus x plus 3x plus 10 plus x plus 15 should give us 360. Okay, cool. So let's simplify that. Let's add that. I have 2x here, 2x, 5x, 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5x, 6x, 9x, 10x. Okay, so we have 10x, then we have 5 minus 20, negative 15, negative 5, positive 10. Okay, plus 10 equals 360. Cool. So we have 10x is equal to 360 minus 10, which is what? 350. 10x is equal to 350. Divide both sides by 10. So we have 10 cancelled out. X will give us what? This will give us 35. So x equal to 35, which is B. Cool. All right. Let's move on to question number 192. Cool. The question says you should, in the diagram, NQP is a straight line. This line is a straight line. We should calculate the angle NQO. So this is the angle we are trying to find, which is what? 3x. Cool. All right. Angle NQO is equal to 3x. So first we just need to find what? X. Now how do you find x? The sum of angles on a straight line are what? Supplementary. That means they add up to 180. So when you add all the angles, you should get what? 180. Cool. So we have 7x minus 6 plus 3x plus 4x minus 24 should give us 180. Cool. So we have 7x, 3x, that's 10x plus 4x, 14x. We have 14x. Then we have 180 minus, this is negative 6, negative 24. That is negative 30. When it comes, it becomes positive. Okay, so plus 30. So we have, which is equal to 210. So we have 14x equals 210. We can divide both sides by 14, right? By 14. Cancels out. And then what would we have? We would have x to be equal to 15. So x equals 15. So now that we know the value of x, we can find NQO, angle NQO, which is what? 3x. So angle NQO is equal to 3x, which is equal to 3 times 15. And that gives us what? 45. Okay, which is D. Cool. All right, let's move on to question number 193. The question says the ratio of the interior angle to the exterior angle of a regular polygon is 19:1. How many sides has the polygon? So what this means is the ratio, which is of the interior angle to exterior angle is what? 19:1. So we can change this into fraction. Okay, so that means we'd have I over E to be equal to 19/1. Cool. So if we cross multiply, would have interior angle is equal to exterior angle times 19. Okay, so now since we have this, now we can just substitute the actual formulas into it, and then we'll find the number of sides the polygon has. Okay, so we have 180, okay, n minus 2 all over n is equal to, now this side is the what? Interior angle. Now we can write the formula for exterior angle, which is 360 over n times 19. This 19 right here. Okay, so now we can simplify. This n cancels this n, and then we would have 180 n minus 2 equals 360 times 19. Let's cancel both sides. Let's divide both sides by 180. So this will cancel this. 180 goes into 360 twice. So we would have n minus 2 is equal to 2 times 19 is what? 38. 38. So n will be equal to 38 plus 2, which will give us what? 40. So our answer is 40. The number of sides of the polygon is 40. Cool. All right. Let's move on to the next question, which is question 194. Now, the question says angle PQR is the same as angle SQR, which is 90. So they're talking about this now, this angle. Okay, this angle is what? 90. It is a right angle. Now, we've been given some sides over here. This is 11. This from S to Q is 7. Okay, cool. Now, the question says what? Okay, we've also been given SR, which is 25. Now, the question says we should find correct to the nearest whole number the length of what? PR. So this is the length we are trying to find. Now, to find this length, we need the base and then we need the height. Okay, but we already know the height. The height will be 11 plus 7, which is what? 18. So let's write, let me draw a straight line. So this straight line will be what? 18 centimeters. Okay, cool. Now, we just need to first find this base because we don't know it. Okay, so let's label that base and we call it what? Let's call it B, base. Okay, cool. Now, how do you find the base? We know that this triangle right here is a right angle triangle because of this angle. So if that is the case, then we can use what? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem that says the height squared plus the base squared is equal to what? The hypotenuse squared. Okay, so now our height is what? 7, and our base is B, and the hypotenuse is 25. So let's write down that equation. We have 7 squared plus B squared to give us 25 squared. So we'd have B is equal to 625 minus 49, B squared. Okay, so B squared will be equal to 576. 576, I believe, yes. So we can just take the square root of both sides. Okay, and then the square root will cancel this. Then we'd have B to be equal to what? 24. So our B here is what? 24. So since now we know B, we can easily find PR. Okay, because this is a what? Also a right angle triangle, and we can use Pythagoras theorem. We know the height, we know the base. Now we can find what? This is a Pythagoras theorem, not hypotenuse theorem. Pythagoras theorem, we can now find the hypotenuse. Okay, let's call the hypotenuse H. This hypotenuse right here, let's call it H. Okay, so what that means is you have H squared to be equal to what? 24 squared plus 18 squared. Okay, so that will give us 900. Okay, H squared equals 900. Cool. Now we can take square roots of both sides. Okay, this square will cancel out. Then we have H to be equal to 30. Cool. Now our hypotenuse here, H, is what? 30. Do we have that? Yes, we have it. It is B. B is our answer. Cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we move on to question number 195. Thank you so much for watching this in this session. See you again next time. Bye.